Good morning and welcome to yet another gripping, scintillating and riveting instalment of my weekly video post in YouTube recently. Yes, for all those who follow the weather in Southampton, it's snowing again. Not very much, mind you, and it was rather treacherous this morning. Now, I know what people are thinking. They're thinking, oh dear, don't the British, or particularly the English maybe, don't they make a fuss about the weather and particularly a little bit of snow? Well, yeah, that's true, and it is rather tiresome to see the news at the moment and the hysteria surrounding the snow. However, I would point out, I spent a winter, a month or two of the proper winter in Norway, and the difference is that here, in the daytime, the temperature goes above zero, so everything starts to melt, and then of course night comes and everything freezes. So what happens is you don't just have. When I was in Norway, you could go out and walk around quite safely because it didn't do that. It's always was below zero. So though it was very cold, you can always put on your gloves, your hat, and whatnot. It didn't actually it wasn't too slippery or anything. Whereas here, my little road, which doesn't get the treatment, so to speak, with the salt and grit and whatnot, is quite treacherous at the moment, and I kind of try and avoid the pavements and the road entirely. But so that was by way of explanation of why we all start moaning about it. And also, to be honest with you, it's only the last few years, about 2, 3 years ago maybe now, was the first time I'd really seen snow in Southampton. I've been here 13, 14 years now, where it actually settled and stayed around for a few days. It'd be overnight because we're on the coast, and it would be gone. And it's here. Just day two, day three of the snow. Anyway, back to the important business. So I'm smoking a James Upshall pipe. There's a nice picture of it to start with. It's a lovely shell finish or sandblast, if you like, with a nice top like that. Really nice. Quite a small, quite a narrow bowl, but as you see, it's got quite a tall bowl on it, so it's you get a fair bit in there. Smoking in it, this stuff. I've been hacking away at that with a knife. It's Ilsteds' own Virginia Plug. This mellow plug contains Virginia tobacco from Africa, Brazil and India. The mixture is pressed, heated and then stored for 14 days before being cut. A slight hint of fruity flavour is added. I'm not getting the fruity flavour. I got enough of that in my life anyway. It's bloody hell. It's I had my first bowl of it last night, and yeah, I quite like it. It's a nice Virginia Plug. Yeah, it was a gift from Bruno actually, and as I say, I've got this Pandora's box of tobacco, which I'm, slowly working my way through. I was building up such an amount of tinned and other sort of bits in bags here and there. I thought, well, you got to get on and smoke it anyway. So anyway, a very pleasant smoke. What else has been going on this week? Very disappointed with Northerner.com. I've had a couple of remarks from people about them. They're very slow now, and about 2 weeks ago now, they said an order of mine had been sent, and I still haven't received it. It's to be honest with you, the new situation because of EU legislation, things are a little cheaper, but you're still paying money for them, and you would rather hope they get there. And it takes them 2 or 3 weeks to actually get the order dispatched to you, and then for it not to turn out. That's sort of 5 weeks ago. But anyway, other than that, to be honest with you, not a great deal has been going on. I was going to talk briefly. On Facebook, I'm a part of something called the International Smoking Salon, and I just wanted to give, for those of you, because always what I do is I post this video there just to, you know, give them a shock. um, and I just wanted to, well, I believe the young people call it a shout out. So yeah, a shout out for the chaps and chapesses at the International Smoking Salon. A few of the people, Alan from, I'm trying to remember what Thursday. I'm trying to remember what his whether he has a YouTube handle. I don't anymore. They for some reason it's changed to my name. I don't remember doing that. There you go. What can you do? Yeah, it's a nice. When I had my vacation from YouTube, which was I guess about 6 months, uh, obviously was still smoking, but didn't really feel like making videos, and so, but I'd post the odd picture of a pipe of mine and a little bit about it and whatnot on there, and they're a nice bunch of chaps. I think the fella that kind of is the founding member is from Portugal, and so it's a very international in flavour. There's people from Japan and America, of course, and European countries and Russia and elsewhere. So it's rather nice, and you obviously nice to uh, share with other people some if you're interested in tobacco and the like. But yeah, so not really much going on. As I say, we've just been having a lot of snow here, really. But would I recommend? Would this get this plug? Would this get the thumbs up? It most certainly would. I do like plugs, and some of the American. I'm trying to think of what it's called. Blackjack or jackknife plug. Now that's very easy to prepare. It's a lot less compact, kind of like Reaver plug. The only thing with these really are that it's rock hard is that obviously I've only got the use of one arm, and it is not the easiest thing for me. But mind you, having said that, I've seen other people, and to be honest with you, they have just as much trouble as I do with two arms. So, uh, but it's a nice smoke. Stronger, maybe. Some of them certainly are. That, of course, like flakes, is to do with the fact that the volume of tobacco pressed into a smaller, you're smoking more tobacco per inch, if you like, than you would be with a ribbon cut or such like shag or whatever. But yeah, very nice, very nice, and I would recommend, it's part of the rich tradition of tobacco, and I'd highly recommend people trying it out. Other than that, it was my birthday, of course. It was my birthday. Thank you for people. I keep it quiet, but I don't, publicise it. You know, not. That sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? What I was meant to say was that I don't, on my Facebook, for example, I do not have my birthday on there, simply because with all these sort of notions of identity theft, giving them your name and your date of birth is an open door to abuse, isn't it? Really. But I had a very nice. But saw the professor. I'm sure some of you remember the professor. I must. We don't go to the pub now because I can't. Well, I can, but the professor feels guilty if he drinks a pint in front of me, and obviously I can't drink a pint, so we don't go to the pub. We drink coffee now, which is very 18th century, I think. It's only a shame that we can't smoke a clay pipe as well, but we drink coffee now and talk about the revolution, obviously. Um, but yeah, he got me a nice book on poster art, which was very nice. And what else did I? Very bits and pieces, but anyway, nothing tobacco related, unfortunately. Oh, well, maybe because I haven't had it because of the snow. I haven't seen the the Venerable Miss Fraser and the Minister. So they usually get me a cigar of a Cuban variety. So anyway, that's about it for today. I wish you all a happy and warm and week. And please, if you are in an area where it's snowing, and in the UK, where as I say it thaws generally in the day, don't slip up. Okay. Well, thanks for watching. Bye bye.